What is the threats for SS7? Here we can discuss about some of the most important one. First is the subscribe information disclose. Like if you get the MZ of the subscribe, this is one of the most famous one. Subscribe also location disclose. This is some messages will be sent to get the location of the user, including to get his cell ID or MSC, cover his phone, for example. Third one in network information disclosure. Network information disclosure. And also this is to know some configuration can be used by the attackers. Also SMS interception. And this is very common when you need to go for the fraud purpose. You need to know, for example, bank account, or to take anything, you need to use the SMS to intercept and to get the OTP, for example, or voice or call interception as well. Okay, this is one of the user. In general, you can also go for subscriber, something like DOS, for example. So you can as well know more about subscriber DOS attack can generally. So subscriber, denial of service. Here attacker can carried out by request aim to changing setting in subscriber profile. In some cases, restarting the subscriber device, for example, if you need to reset it, is not enough to reestablish a connection. The subscriber has to actually change the network setting by hand or going to different location in order to reconnect to another MSCs. In this case, you can attack subscriber, you can block all the SMS, block all the calls, and if you need to back again to the service, it's not enough to make a restart. You need to go to change your location, for example, and this is one of the common. So if you are going as well for the fraud cases, one of them is the SMS interception, but as well you can bank category change, you can USSD spoofing, you can make like originating call redirection, for example. So there are a lot of them. Okay, so here we can see, you can take one of the example. For example, here is the interception of calls and SMS. Okay, here interception of voice call is more complex than the interception of SMS in general, as it requires more series of steps. For example, due to this complexity, the number of successful and interception is significantly lower than an SMS. SMS is something you can do. Yes, it's not hard like the voice. So, for example, if you are need to make this interception, there are some steps. It's well known. Is first is MZ disclose, second profile change, and the third call redirection, and send the call back after that with subscriber ID or spoofing. So in this case, this is the steps for voice call interception, for example. For subscriber information disclosure, you need to know first is the MZ and the percentage of successfully attack for the MZ. There are many types like location discovery or subscriber call trace, and also subscriber this is for location and information as well. You need to know the MZ as we discussed before. Network information is about configuration. For example, there are in isolated case, attackers also succeed in bypassing and filtering on some security feature. So the majority of successful attacks utilize the absence of signaling trunk filtering or bypassing of SMS home routing, for example, for the network configuration in this case. So the conclusion here, SSS threats allow for all kinds of attacks, include information disclosure, interception of SMS messages and the calls, and subscriber DOS. So network operators are already aware, but not all of them like try to make. The most important thing is to use the firewall and the monitoring here in the firewall, and what is the rules you are applied, especially for some of the roaming firewall, if you are talking about SS7 and diameter, you need to detect the threat to block any source of attacks. Configure your STP for 2G and 3G and the diameter agency also, and signaling firewall carefully. Don't forget about reporting any threats such as application context name or double map encapsulation, for example. So this is the main target, how you can, as an essential or first step, how to use or how to secure your SS7 network. So this is very higher layer from Moniem about the threats of for SS7, what is SS7, what are the threats in SS7, and how we can mitigate these vulnerabilities. Thank you and see you in the next episode.